It is fantastic, and I would not change a single thing about it. Hey there, this is going to be a quick video, but I just kind of wanted to address something that I get a lot of Instagram messages about and people leave comments about it. We're going to talk about the negativity in the helicopter industry and specific jobs around the helicopter industry and just my thoughts real quick.
That's like autopilot, dude. How do you fly a helicopter? Well, I'm going to show you.
So the entire time I've been around the aviation community, not a super long time, but 5 or 6 years now that I've been in the helicopter industry, there's always been a ton of negativity about it. The thing I have to say to it is don't believe the hype, don't get surrounded in it. If you want to do this job, and it is the greatest job I've ever done. It is fantastic, and I would not change a single thing about it. Specifically where I hear a lot of negativity is about the helicopter EMS industry, and that's the industry I'm in. That was my dream job. This is my dream job. This is like where I wanted to be for the longest time. People talk a lot of crap about the helicopter EMS industry, whether it's the actual job or the lack of pay. Yes, we all have our gripes, and you're free to have your gripes, but the helicopter EMS industry is a great job. The job itself is great. The pay is pretty decent. If your main thing is money, go make money doing whatever you want to do. If you want to go fly airlines and go make large money, go make big bucks in the airlines. But if you want to do a job where you're helping the community, you're flying helicopters, you get to come home every night, it's relatively safe, it's really fun, it's really rewarding, go into the helicopter EMS industry. It's a fantastic job in every single way. Hey there, I was just editing this video, and another thing I wanted to mention about the negativity in the helicopter industry, and this is one that I always like to bring up, and it really irks me, is the negativity around piston helicopters. If you spend any time online, there's so much negativity around piston helicopters, specifically the Robinson R22, the Robinson R44, the Cabri, but anything really piston related. And I won't go too deep into this, and these can honestly be like two separate subjects, like Robinson helicopters by themselves and piston engines by themselves. But with Robinson helicopters, obviously it's not like the greatest platform ever designed, but it serves a role and it serves a purpose. The biggest gripe people have with them is that they're unsafe, and no, it is not the safest helicopter design, and it's not the safest rotor system, but objectively it's a safe helicopter. There are people that go their whole life flying the Robinson R22 and have no problems ever. I flew hundreds of hours in the Robinson R22 and the Robinson R44 and never had a problem. Any helicopter you fly, you have to fly it safe, you have to fly it smart, and you have to be prepared for anything always. And the other thing is like piston engines. If you look at the Robinson R22, the Robinson R44, or even like the Cessna fleet, like a Cessna 172, these all have piston engines, and people fly thousands upon thousands of hours and never have an engine failure. Sometimes it does happen where your engine fails in a helicopter or an airplane, and you have to be prepared, and we are trained to do that. But just because it's a piston engine doesn't mean it's more dangerous. And just to make this point more clear, you could have a big turbine helicopter and you can still crash that helicopter, or you could have a big turbine engine airplane and you can still have an accident and crash that airplane. But if you're looking to get into aviation on either the helicopter side or the airplane side, don't listen to all the negativity about starting in a piston helicopter or piston engine platform. If we could all fly like a turbine engine aircraft, we probably would. However, there's benefits to training in a piston engine in a smaller helicopter or smaller airplane. Just don't listen to the hype. You are fine. It's okay. There's a lot of keyboard warriors on the internet that want to talk their crap, but if you want to get into this industry, it is okay and it's good to fly what you can afford, what you can get yourself into. Yes, you can fly a larger aircraft later down the road, but if you start in a Robinson R22 or a Robinson R44 or a Cessna 172, that is great. Just get flying, have fun, and be safe. Also, a lot of negativity shed about the future of the helicopter industry as a whole, and obviously with the drones and autonomous flying vehicles. I don't necessarily think it's going to be a problem for a while. It's 2024 going into 2025, and I don't see anything threatening my specific job for the next 5 to 10 years. Now, maybe I'll be eating my words, and if so, we'll deal with it when we cross that bridge. In all honesty, a lot of helicopter jobs I don't see an autonomous system doing anytime soon. There's certain things that an autonomous system can do, like pick up a helicopter, fly a helicopter straight and level, and land a helicopter. But there's a lot of things an autonomous system can't handle like a pilot can. Off-airport landings are super challenging. Coming in and knowing your 3D spatial awareness and dropping a helicopter into a zone is pretty challenging. You look at helicopter power line and pipeline patrol, that's super technical flying, really challenging. Offshore definitely has its skills where you need that human connection. Helicopter EMS, helicopter firefighting. Biggest thing that I see when it comes to autonomous is everywhere and everyone that I've talked to in the helicopter industry would not get into a computer flown aircraft. Like in helicopter EMS, with my clinical career, I've talked to them, there would be a lot of hesitancy for a very long time before they strapped into a computer flying them around. You still need those clinical providers. If you're going to a crash scene, a car crash, you can't have robots get out of the helicopter and go pick the person up. This is not happening in the next 5, 10, 15, probably even 20 years. And during that time period, I don't think they would be comfortable flying in an autonomous vehicle. I just don't see this happening for the next decade or two. So if you're thinking about going into the helicopter industry, I can guarantee that you probably have at least a decade of finding a job. Maybe I'll be eating my words. I obviously can't predict the future, but I think you would have plenty of time. The other thing that people talk a lot of crap about, and there's obviously some truth to it, but flying helicopters is very expensive, especially going through flight school. It's brutal. It's killer expensive. I'm very grateful that I was able to get through flight school and that I was able to find a loan solution to allow me to become a helicopter pilot. I'm incredibly grateful and thankful to God for finding me that solution. And for a lot of people, that's the hardest challenge about breaking into the helicopter industry. And I sympathize and I empathize with you immensely. It is super challenging to pay for flight school and to get into flying helicopters. However, because that burden exists, people talk so much crap about it. And yes, it is expensive to learn how to fly helicopters, but if you want to fly helicopters, there are ways to figure this out. And that doesn't mean the industry is crap or helicopters are crap. They are objectively, in my opinion, cooler and more fun and more exciting and more rewarding than airplanes. Yes, they're more expensive, but that doesn't mean it's bad. And I empathize with the struggle of getting all your ratings. It's super hard. It's super expensive. It's super painful, but it's worth it, and it's way more cool and it's way more fun. If you're out there and you're interested in the helicopter industry and becoming a helicopter pilot, whether you want to do it professionally or you just want to do it because it's cool, please do it. You need helicopter pilots in the industry. There's jobs. The pay is great. It's obviously not the greatest paying job, but it is a great paying job. There is money to be made. People say helicopter pilots don't get paid enough. I mean, in terms of, I make 6 figures, which is a good amount of money in my opinion. Maybe I don't make $200,000, but I make a lot of money, plenty of money. You can make money in helicopters, but it's just fun. It's rewarding. It's great. Please do it if you want to do it. Go for it. Don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to the negativity. I've heard it. Don't buy into it. Some of it's true, but a lot of it's not. And I'm passionate about this because I hear all this crap and I'm like, I love this industry. I love the job. I'm rambling now, so I'll break it off there. But if you want to do it, please do it. Don't listen to the crap. Push forward, be strong, go be a great helicopter pilot, go be a safe helicopter pilot, and let me know if you have any comments, if you have any questions down in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.